We start this hour tracking the tropics. Hurricane Erin swirling closer to the east coast. While it's not expected to make a direct landfall, it is creating dangerous conditions.
And this view here is from the International Space Station. It gives you an idea of just how big Erin is. The Category 2 storm is wider than when Hurricane Katrina made landfall 20 years ago this month. Reporter Erin Gilchrist joins us from North Carolina, where a state of emergency is now in effect.
We still have several hours before we see the main impacts from Hurricane Erin here on the Outer Banks of North Carolina. I want you to see some of the work that's happening to try to get ahead of this storm. You can see some heavy equipment on Highway 12 here on Hatteras Island. These guys are moving sand from one side of the road over to the other. They're trying to reinforce the dunes along this main roadway that runs along the island here. There's already been some overwash, water coming from the ocean over the dunes toward Highway 12, and these guys are trying to get more sand onto those dunes to be ready for really what will be the core part of this storm. We know that when the worst of it hits, we expect that there could be a storm surge and wave action sort of combining here, a storm surge of 2 to 4 feet impacting the island here, and also waves that could reach 15 to 20 feet in some cases at the worst part of the impact from Hurricane Erin. And so getting these dunes reinforced is really a way to keep this road from washing out, and doing it early gives these crews an opportunity to also be able to come back and not have as much damage done already, because they know that there are going to be portions of this road that will wash out. That will mean that people who chose to stay on Hatteras Island, people who did not evacuate as the orders went out earlier in the week, those folks would be cut off from any help coming in during the height of the storm and potentially for days after. So getting these dunes reinforced early is really a way to be able to speed up the process of getting access back to the island if in fact it is cut off. The reality is, for folks up and down the eastern seaboard right now, it is that this storm is going to have impacts on beaches in particular. There are warnings up for people not to go into the water because the rip current is going to be so dangerous. There will be rain falling, there will be tropical storm force winds blowing, particularly here in North Carolina, but there are watches in place in Virginia as well. We've seen beaches closed from Florida up to New York. Massachusetts will see some impacts as well. And the warning right now for everybody is to just be paying attention to emergency officials and the directions that they give to make sure people are not in harm's way and can stay safe. Back to you.
Back here in Acadiana, a Storm Track 15 alert for pop-up showers and storms this evening. Here's what it looked like just a short time ago here in Lafayette as one of those storms moved through. It brought with it heavy rain, wind, and thunder. Let's bring in Storm Track 15 Chief Meteorologist Doppler Dan Romano.
Tracking the very latest with Erin, of course, but also some showers and storms here at home, Dan.
Yeah, first and foremost, let's talk about what's impacting us at the moment. That's most important. We are dealing with some scattered showers and storms in the vicinity of Lafayette. They have since slid off to the west just a bit, but we're still impacting areas of Lafayette Parish, far eastern areas of Acadia Parish, down into Vermilion Parish as well. Things quiet in Jeff Davis Parish for the most part, but you can see some storms farther to the east. They are moving their way back toward the west, toward the Atchafalaya Basin. Zooming in, though, you can see a hodgepodge of wet weather from Youngsville down toward Milton, west of Maurice, up towards Dusau, and then down to the south of Crowley as well. Some wet weather near Abbeville, Kaplan. Again, not a lot of lightning associated with these storms, but we are dealing with a few shots of cloud-to-ground lightning. Showers and storms weakening after midnight tonight, but the wet weather is going to hang around. Take a look at that downpour we're dealing with here southeast of the hub city. Now, as far as Erin, here is the latest information. Maximum sustained winds 110 miles per hour, moving to the north at 14 miles per hour. A really impressive storm system, large in size, over 1,000 miles in diameter.